I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lizan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child.
Всем доброго времени суток, с вами Драк, и это Dune Awakening. Честно, я и даже не планировал в эту игру играть, но друзья меня затащили в него. Я отснял уже примерно 48 часов уже видеоматериала, и господи, сколько же тут багов. Ну и веселья тут хватает. По мере прохождения игры я буду давать вам советы и показывать геймплей. Приятного просмотра.
Have they told you what I am? Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
Я выбрал в качестве родной планеты планету X, потому что мне нравится технология и зима.
The machine world. They skirt dangerously close to breaking the prescriptions of the Butlerian Jihad. The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfreluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place? Did you give bad advice? Or make a bad deal? To be close to power is to walk the knife's edge. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
Из классов я рекомендую брать себе либо Ментата, либо Бене Гезерит. Почему? Потому что они открываются чуть позже, и их немного тяжелее качать. Классов можно все изучать и прокачивать, но учтите, уровень персонажа максимальный 200 левелов.
A house soldier? Retired with full honors, or a missing limb? The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth? Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gomjabar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand? Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
been off work. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Заранее изменяюсь насчет качества видео. Игра новая, драйверы на него еще не оптимизированы, так что первые несколько часов, даже десятка часов будет немного лагать и тормозить. Но я постараюсь вырезать эти моменты. Находим рюкзак, и нас обучают основам. Нас ознакомливают с системой крафта. Она довольно-таки удобна, так как можно ставить сразу несколько предметов на крафт и что-то делать одновременно. Идти, и она крафтится. В некоторых играх такого нету. В игре отсутствует голод, тут только есть жажда. А эти цветы могут восполнить вам в критические моменты воду. При условии, что вы его собираете ночью и когда у вас уровень воды очень низок. Делаем бинтики из травы. И нас обучают карабканию.
So then, you're not quite dead. Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky,
A rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, off-worlder. Is this what you wish? To waste time in idle chatter? Your first lesson on Arrakis, then. Every exhalation is a waste of water. I am Xantara. My companion is Noctua. Now, shall we discuss our escape? There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say. We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. Well, you aren't completely new to this, I see. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me. His Majesty's Imperial Sardaukar care for naught but the Emperor's interests. And certainly not an errant prison crew bound for the slave pits of Neo-Carthag. We are as vermin to them, off-worlder. Here, take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us. Stick to the shadows, off-worlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.
И да, если будешь стоять долго под солнцем, ты будешь терять воду очень быстро.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cutter ray. And off-worlder. The cutter ray is primarily a mining tool, off-worlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit. The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward. Ready your weapon, off-worlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Eyes on target.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity. A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Shields on!
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate soon. Get up, off-worlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming. Run! Now!
Ну что ж, мы закончили базовое обучение и попали в лягушатник. Стартовая локация для новичков. Первое, что сделал, как и любой другой, добыл все подряд.
You made it, off-worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, off-worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Крафтим себе базовую одежду.
The War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cutter and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands, and that is to your advantage. This used to be Fremen territory, but the War of Assassins and the Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperium technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, off-worlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them. Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
Здесь я нахожу свой первый разбившийся орнитоптер. С него только ничего интересного и нету, только металлолом и некоторые запчасти. Но мне понравилось его разбирать. Вот так выглядит древо навыков. Те, что пятиугольники, это пассивные, но их нужно ставить в специальные ячейки. Ромбики это активные способности, а кругляшки это просто пассивные навыки.
Without a still tent, you're easy prey to the sandstorms that sweep across the desert. Those storms tear flesh from bone and shred metal like paper. Unless you'd like to share a cave with some scavengers, your best bet is to build your own shelter. Build a construction tool and place out a sub-fief console. You'll be claiming a portion of the planet's surface for your very own, or rather borrowing it from the Emperor. I'm a little hazy on the specifics.
Здесь я нечаянно себя же отравил. Пытаюсь привыкнуть к новым навыкам. Даже не понял. Главное, что отошел. Дальше по заданию нам нужно сделать укрытие себе. Мы его делаем. Здесь я тупил очень долго, так как не понимал, как можно было перетаскивать той или иной объект. Вот вам подсказка, точнее ответ. Правой кнопкой мыши можно будет выбирать, какой режим вы хотите сделать. Как видно справа, строить, там, выбирать и всякое такое. Еще одна вещь, которую я потом допер. Если хотите вынуть оттуда топливные элементы, там есть другая вкладочка, оттуда можно будет его вытаскивать.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls. And it goes without saying, don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it, unless you really have to. You're probably feeling it by now, off-worlder. Spice. It's everywhere on Arrakis. The air, the sand, the blood. It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers some very vivid dreams.
Observe this valley, sacred to the Equan Bedouin. Here, Wally faced the trials of Aku, proving their knowledge of the Fremen ways. Find the Fremen, she said. Seven tests, 7 steps. Set your feet. Follow the uncertain path. Keep moving. The only true death is stagnation.
Так, нам обучили, как собирать кровь и как его перерабатывать. И если вы будете пить сырую кровь, вы исполните себе жидкость, но вы потеряете немного хп. А точнее максимальное количество хп. Дальше я блуждал по пустыне, пока не наткнулся на вампост. Я его зачистил и начал лутать. Примечание. У каждого такого области есть такой зеленый предмет в виде циркуля. За них дают очки исследования. Здесь же я его нечаянно пропустил.
Yeah, so I do feel safer here, but now I've got some joker telling me where to go and what to do. I didn't run away from the knobs just to get ordered around by a puffed up mauler. I don't know if I'll stay or go.
Пока я играл в свое удовольствие, мои два друга уже ушли дальше, на следующую локацию. Так что пришлось немного понежиться одному. В некоторых местах будете находить вот такие сундуки. В них будет находиться уникальный чертеж, который будет давать вам той или иной эффект. Здесь хотел сделать небольшую кибитку, чтобы сделать себе чистую воду и отправиться дальше. Дошел до первого поселения, и здесь же можно найти первого учителя по классу пехотинца. А также в каждом поселении можно набрать себе контракты. И свой первый контракт, кстати, я нашел один из первых аванпостов. Надо было всего-то принести 40 единиц гранита.
Look at the way you stand. No discipline, no confidence. I've killed 1,000 like you on the battlefield. Well, a little respect with some good sense in the proportion. There's something here I can work with. But don't despair. Salvation is at hand. I can show you how to fight. I can teach you how to kill. And it will only cost you a little pain. Then listen closely. During the Battle of Arrakis, I was drugged and kept out of it by a group of conspirators. For the sake of my honor, I have spent the last 8 years tracking down and destroying them, one by one. Who knows how the Battle of Arrakis would have turned out if I hadn't been kept away. And now, I have reason to believe the conspirators are nearby. Track them down, kill them. My thirst for vengeance has been slaked by 1,000 flasks of cheap beer, but it is still my price for training. Do this for me, and I'll set your feet on the path of the trooper. Back again, like the sour tang of rent. I am Gavori, veteran trooper, freelance adventurer, and slayer of cheap vintages everywhere. And I'll train you to be just like me, for the right price, which just happens to be whatever's in your pocket right now. As I said before, I'm currently freelance. Great house feuds don't interest me. I get paid to fight, and not to die. These days I tend to shy away from conflict of an intergalactic nature. But if you need to stab or shoot someone in the near vicinity, I'm your man. Not much to tell. This is scavenger country, the lowest of the low. Honestly, I think there are some city molar that live... I don't know. Scavenge? Is that a word? I think they mostly hide from the key rub.
Следующий персонаж — это пилот. Он за плату перенесет нас на любое другое поселение, даже в Арракис. Но я не использую его услуги, а иду дальше. По пути начал умирать от жажды, и я как безумный просто пошел и напал на людей, чтобы забрать у них кровь и выпить. После мой друг приехал на песчаном мотоцикле, забрал и отвез на нашу временную базу, где я некоторое время тусовался. Он дал мне снаряжение и запчасти для сборки своего мотоцикла. И да, надо заправить его. Дальше мне показало, где находится сундук с именным чертежом. Но на меня напал патруль. Примечание. Патрули у нас это корабли, которые летают по ночам, исследуют область. Если попадешь под свет, они тебя сперва закинут в гравитационную гранату, точнее поле, и высадят десант, чтобы тебя убить. После этого еще поносился по карте, позащищал некоторые аванпосты и дальше пошел по сюжету. Неприятный факт, когда вы нюхаете спайс, у вас всегда отображается шлем, даже когда в настройках он отключен. Здесь же нас учат быть фрименом и рассказывают историю.
Who is it that thinks? The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wally? Our god gave us the burning eyes of Allat and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Rest in black shade. Be Nakaif. until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls. Arrakis is suffering. When we found it, we were home. We were made to suffer. Our children taken and made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive, never to forget. The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us the burning sun to defy? Suffering leads to defiance. And where does defiance lead? Ibn Qutayba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks? Those who suffer. Remember Harmon Thep. Bila Kaifa. Ibn Qutayba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks? Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep. Bila Kaifa.
Still there, off-worlder? Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving valuable resources behind. Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit. Take what you need. Their ghosts will not object.
А на этом закончим нашу серию. Спасибо, что досмотрели до конца. Пишите комментарии, обязательно на них отвечу. Подписывайтесь на канал. И удачи!